school, my hairpiece, all of that started. It sparked off of meeting Mike Jennings. Why did I start rapping? Okay, well, honestly, I grew up loving hip hop, but it was just something I loved. It was just an art form that I loved. The reason I actually myself started rapping was because, first of all, it's been a while now. Okay, but a situation happened in my life,
And
a
that
very
was a while. Now it's
situation,
2021,
and I did
21
not
years
know how
later.
to deal with it. I write my best material when I'm angry or mad or sad or something. So a situation happened to me. But just to back up just a little bit, like Jennings, I love that artist. Oh my gosh. And it was the first time when I heard him that I heard somebody explain the situations that occur when a loved one is in prison. That was the first time I really heard it explained so vividly. So I really loved him. And I actually got the chance to meet him. Before I met him, I had a dream that I met him. And in the dream, I had let him know that I write songs. And he was like, "You do? Okay, so let's write songs."
It's a prophetic dream.
And when I met him, everything in the dream played out, except for we didn't write songs. So I thought from that point, the dream was just not complete. That I would write songs, but...
So, going by this, in the dream, the one person that I was supposed to meet was Lyfe Jennings. And once I met him, the whole trajectory of everything turned around. My art took off because I became a songwriter. And also from that, I was able to not be broke. Like, your girl been broke her whole life. Y'all remember that Nappy Roots song? All my life I've been broke, but it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why I act this way. Nappy Roots or Nappy Boys, one of them, gonna be okay. Now all my life I've been broke. Girl, I've been broke my whole life, and I wouldn't even care. Like, honestly, I don't mind working to, pay bills, this, and that. The reason why it gets to me now is just the utter, the work-life shift and the American dream. All that stuff is a lie, like, for real. Working hard don't get you nothing but basically tired. But see, back then, I ain't know that. I was just a young girl. I grew up, I was raised by two hard-working parents, two, mother and father, hard-working. So all I knew was hard work. Like, girl, that's all you did. You grow up and then you work hard. So basically, I wouldn't care about money. I was never one of those people that was all into buying the best of this, the best of that. The only reason today that I want some extra money and want to come up is because you, in this legal system, that's the only thing that's going to give you a fighting chance in our legal system. See, our system doesn't pride itself on whether you're innocent or not. Our system really prides itself on money. Can you pay for legal representation? Can you pay for investigation? Can you pay? If Marcello had the money to pay, Marcello could have had the surveillance cameras at 7-Eleven where that's his alibi. Marcello could have had the resources to prove his alibi. And he could have had the resources to get like a private investigator, whatever, to investigate whether this club that they claim had no surveillance, which we find out later is a lie, because guess what? They have surveillance. And that's how they found somebody else that committed a robbery in their parking lot. is through their surveillance. So I'm not sure why they lied to us. Well, I know why they lied to us, because that them bringing that surveillance would have just proved Marcello to be right. And they definitely didn't want to prove Marcello to be right. They would rather come with no evidence than to come with evidence that incriminates them, like, and not Marcello. You can't wrongfully convict somebody if your evidence that you bring is going to show that they're innocent. Juries are kind of off, but I don't think they're that dumb. I think some of them can catch on, so they don't want to give them anything that can give them an inkling that, hey, something may not be right in this situation. They don't want to do that. So yeah, you need money in this system, and that's really the only reason I really wanted money like that. And then the fact that because my husband was wrongfully convicted, it did make it quite difficult for me to raise my child alone. So to ease the burden of having to work 2 jobs and stuff like that, or having to work overnight because I can't afford, I keep pouring too much, because I cannot afford daycare, which her father was paying for her daycare. I wouldn't have had to afford it had they not took my husband, but they took my husband, so now I got to be able to afford everything he would have afforded, and plus what I can afford. You know what I mean? So that was the only real reason I really wanted, to come up with finances and stuff like that.
It just didn't happen yet, so that's when I got on my grind. And it's
But yeah, through the dream, once I met Life Jennings, that's when all that took off, and I got them funds that I needed, and he came on home. And upon meeting him, I thought that because it was a prophetic dream, I literally thought that the whole dream was going to come true. Oh, once I do meet him, then he realizes how talented I am. Then he asked me to work with him. And then people finally see my talent. I am a very hidden underground, as far underground as you can find artists. Like, I truly do have talent. It's just that nobody can ever find me. Everybody overlooks me. No one pays me no attention. And I don't have, I don't know. It's always been very difficult. Even though I can get your attention, I have so much talent that I can get your attention. But it's like, almost like people be like, oh, no. Too much talent. I don't want to see it. Don't show it to me.